Okay, now what we've done is laid the machine back on its back, and the reason for this is that if there's whatever water there is in the sump will go into the chamber and it'll avoid making a mess. So the last thing is you want to work with as least amount of water on the floor. So this is one way of doing it in a nice tidy way. So over here we have a front cover panel that we've now got to remove. We use a T20 Torx screwdriver. Remove the two screws. There's one here and one here. One over here. Put the two screws in your container up there, so that's nice, visible. Now this is razor sharp, just be careful, and that'll clip out and come out of the way. Now there is insulation, which there is, and I'd just like you to zone in over here. Now this customer has not yet complained about error 15, but as you can see, there is so much of leakage, detergent leakage from the sump, that you will now need to also replace the sump seal. Now there is a sump seal kit available from Bosch. The part number is 12005744, and it's a sump seal kit which we use whenever you do a wash motor on this. I also do this as a sump seal kit. It is a little bit of peace of mind that gives you the ability to fix the error 15 that can occur over a period of time on the older Bosches. So that's your solution. Put that away. So now we will proceed to disconnecting the front frame. So to do this, I gently pull on the right hand side first, always on the right hand side, and then you can disconnect the left hand side. So why do I do the right hand side? I can get this control board and keep it away from any source of water. When I pull it away, I'll just lay it over here so it's high above any chances of water getting onto the control board. So this is something that you want to protect. So we come this side and we pull. This side's going to be a little bit harder because you've got this pipe work over here that's got to be disconnected as well. So muscle, and the entire subframe comes apart. So at this stage, what you can also do is disconnect the float, which we will do. But as soon as you disconnect the pump, I just like to keep things nice and clear and keep the control board always at the highest spot, like that, away from any chances where it can leak. You don't want to get water on the control board. Best to get it out of the way. That keeps everything nice and neat as well. This is for those who are new to Bosch, that's your heat pump. So that's your wash pump with the heating element, which we are going to replace. Because of poor wash results, the impeller is basically damaged, and hence we're replacing that. That's your drain pump. This is your float switch over here. That's your float switch. That's your resin chamber, and that's the sensor for the resin chamber up there. And this little device over here, he is the water diverter valve. It distributes water to the upper and lower spray arms, and it switches between the top and the bottom. So that's what that motor does, and it's known as the diverter motor. So it's a very simple layout, but these Bosches are great machines, but over a period of time, they do develop leaks over here from this, and this will usually lead to error 15, which we don't want. So we will replace it with the new sump seal kit, which I'll open and show you later. And we are going to put in a brand new wash motor for this particular machine. And for this machine, there's about four or five different wash pump types, but this is the type for this machine. Okay, so the next part, we've got to deal with a little bit of finesse, and that involves removing the temperature sensor cable. I'll use a thin flat blade screwdriver to gently pry that out. You do not want to put any force on it, otherwise the plug will break.